Hello everyone, I'm Daniel, solo game developer and creator of Voidbreaker. You might know me from my previous work on the Entropy Center, but today I'm going to introduce my latest project, a high-intensity FPS roguelite that's all about destruction, momentum, and insane weapon modification systems.
You remain secure within the program.
I hope you enjoyed the trailer, but I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the game now. There is an open playtest on Steam right now if you want to give it a try. I was a video editor turned cinematic artist turned indie game developer. This is my second game after releasing the Entropy Center at the end of 2022. But now it's time to kick it up a notch. This game is all about movement and high-octane visceral combat that rewards aggressive and skillful play. You'll be dashing, rail grinding, and sliding through the chaos, taking on waves of relentless AI foes. But before we go any further, let's talk about the chaos that is environmental destruction. One of the most exciting core mechanics of Voidbreaker is its environmental destruction. I wanted to craft a game from the ground up that intertwined visceral destruction with intense FPS gameplay. Leveling buildings, blasting through walls, and wreaking havoc isn't just for show though, it's key to your survival. Hostiles that take enough destruction damage become staggered, providing an opening for attack. In this state, enemies are much weaker, and when taken down, they'll drop health and ammo, resources you'll need plenty of. You're equipped with multiple tools to wreak havoc on your enemies, such as an impact grenade, a quick and fast tool for destroying structures. You could destroy the support of a building, trapping enemies inside for easy pickings. Or how about destroying the floor that an enemy is stood on, to give yourself a bit of breathing space. Next, the gravity tether, a powerful tool that allows you to manipulate objects in the environment, launching them towards hostiles. Throw explosive barrels, singling out a specific enemy. Or decimate entire buildings, staggering multiple enemies at once. The spaces in Voidbreaker are handcrafted sandboxes for you to maximize your destructive potential. Don't hold back, because the enemies sure as hell won't. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting parts of the game, the weapon modification system. Modules are core to your arsenal, allowing you to create mechanically complex and diverse weapon combinations. Throughout the world, you will find a variety of modules which enhance your weaponry in many different ways. The system allows you to attach any variety of modules to your weapon to receive different and sometimes strange results. Projectile modules will physically alter the projectile you fire, as well as changing the look and feel of your weapon. Projectile modules use varying degrees of ammo, so you'll want to make sure you're collecting plenty from enemies. For example, Fire Shot will alter your weapon so that it produces fire, giving a chance to burn enemies. Blast Wave Charge can turn your shotgun into a multi-grenade launcher. Spark Breaker will fizzle into an array of sparks, ticking damage over time. Next, you might come across Wall Ricochet, a type of weapon module that makes projectiles bounce off walls. And then how about you find a fully automatic module, which adds a fully automatic fire mode to your weapon. Finally, you find a homing modifier that makes projectiles gravitate towards nearby enemies. Suddenly, in just 4 modules, you've gone from a base pistol to a makeshift flamethrower. Let's try another. How about we start with the base shotgun? We find Impact Spread, a module that greatly increases hipfire damage, but also greatly decreases accuracy. Then we add Ice Wave Charge, a type of projectile module, making our shotgun shoot ice grenades. Then what if we found a Charged Shot module, a type of fire mode mod that requires you to hold the trigger down? And then let's say we found Voltaic Arc, which adds arcs of electricity between projectiles. Now we've got a strange shotgun that deals more damage the longer you hold the trigger, all whilst shooting ice grenades attached with webs of electricity. If it sounds crazy, it's because it is. Whether you are shooting fire-enhanced missiles, electric shockwave rounds, or ice orbs that freeze enemies in mid-air, the possibilities and combinations are endless, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. Eventually, your inventory space will begin to dwindle, so you'll have to use clever and strategic placement of invoker modules to open up more slots for your disposal. Repeaters are a special type of utility module that add additional repetitions to nominated slots. Remember that makeshift flamethrower from earlier? Well, Fire Shot will have a higher chance to burn enemies the more executions it has. Adding additional repeats to Wall Ricochet will increase the amount of times it can ricochet off a surface. So now, with a strategically placed setup, our makeshift flamethrower has become even more powerful. Each new weapon brings its own distinct playstyle and a unique inventory slot pattern, forcing you to adapt and experiment. A setup that works for one weapon might fall apart for another, so it's up to you to experiment and become a master of the module system. Beyond weapons, there are a variety of other mods that drastically alter gameplay, granting you powerful abilities to utilize during combat. These could be tools such as time-slowing abilities, defensive barriers, and even explosive traps. One of my favorites is Ignite Launcher, that allows you to pick up lesser enemies with a gravity tether and throw them towards enemies. Or how about Side Burst Engine? This will make enemies that have an elemental effect applied explode on death, spreading the element to those nearby. Or maybe you come across Credit Rage, which will increase your damage relative to the amount of credits that you have. The richer you are, the harder you'll hit. And again, all of these can be stacked in interesting and unique ways. Let's also not forget corrupted modules, an extremely rare module type that is glitched and corrupted by the program. I'll defer to you to find those and experiment for yourselves. The possibilities are endless, and your experimentation and adaptability will be key to your survival in the world of Voidbreaker. The simulation will continue to break you down and throw new enemies and anomalies that stand in your way. Tougher elementally infused enemies will directly counter some builds, so strategic and preemptive planning and adaptability will be key to your survival. You are able to hot switch between projectiles mid-combat, so whether you go all in on a certain build direction at risk of potentially being countered later in a run, or hoard a wide variety of modules giving you flexibility for any circumstance. The choice is totally up to you and your challenge to overcome. Voidbreaker takes place in a corrupt simulation. Players will take on the role of a prisoner captured by Idris, a malevolent AI being, who's hell-bent on keeping you trapped within his perpetual testing algorithm. As you progress, you'll uncover more about this world, piecing together the mystery of its origins, and perhaps even a possible chance of escape. I looked towards the pitfalls of current AI technology, the way artificial intelligence generates images that feel uncanny and almost unnatural. That philosophy has been a key part of Voidbreaker's visual identity, creating a world that feels like it's generated by a rogue AI that's desperately trying to mimic reality, but leaving behind those little imperfections, a horizon of uncanny liminal spaces ready to be explored, and lurking within, the unsettling creations of Idris, relentless, eerie beings with only one directive: to break you down. The world of Voidbreaker is random each time you enter, so your run-to-run experience will be fresh each time. There are secrets, new mods, and mysteries behind every corner. Find unexplored chasms, secret caves, and remnants of other inmates before you. And when you explore that secret cave, the program will not generate that area again in future runs, giving an RPG-like experience to the exploration. You'll come across obelisks, corruptors, stalls, strange elevators that take you to random locations, and many, many more, all potentially offering run-altering diversions. You are a prisoner of Idris, condemned to eternity within their perpetual testing algorithm. Escape isn't by choice, but a necessity. Before you lies a previous inmate, now corroded and minimized to a small piece of undying malware, a digital echo and unlikely ally. Discovering backrooms, hidden areas, and the guts of a simulation, you're able to chip away at a possible escape plan with their assistance. Begin to hack, manipulate, and subvert the program itself, gain access to hidden advantages, and arm yourself with experimental weaponry. What more you find behind those walls is a mystery I'll leave for you to unravel. Voidbreaker is releasing in 2025 to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. There is an open playtest on Steam right now if you want to give it a try. Please also join our Discord channel, share your thoughts, feedback, and your crazy builds. I'm looking forward to evolving the game and continuing to build it with the community. It's been an absolute pleasure to be part of a III showcase. That's everything for now, so stay tuned for more updates, and I hope you enjoy your time in the world of Voidbreaker.